All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. In this video, I've been asked to show students how to do screen scrolling, and I've been asked to show how another sprite could follow another sprite. So I'm going to attempt to do that in this video. The video. So what's that? Right. If you don't do arrows, you guys can go look at Josie. She has it done. It's pretty simple. But I've been thinking about it, Josie, and I'm going to make it so that your game's pretty spectacular. What is today? Wednesday? So we got 2 more days to figure this out. We're good. Right. So, but you're almost done anyway. Yours is. I mean, even if you didn't get it done, your following you is pretty spectacular. It's pretty awesome. You know what you could do, instead of having it follow you exactly, that when you drag, you could like randomly do X and Y coordinates behind you. Are you with me? So like you could go to like XY coordinates and then add a random number generator in there so that it would like sporadically get different positions behind you. Are you with me? Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. And then if it ever did hit you, you would lose points. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So like if you ever got to 0 and your coordinate points were exactly like yours, do you want me to do a video like that? Okay, so I'm gonna attempt to do that. I don't know what sprite I'm going to put in here. So you know, forgive me if my sprites are not that cool. I'm going to call this ImageSprite Chaser. Is that okay? You guys, I'm going to call this ImageSprite Chaser. Are you guys with me on that? You understand that? Okay, so it's going to be the one chasing it. This video here so you guys can see it. So, so this guy over here, I don't know what's going on with that guy. I'm going to go over here, right click. My computer's going deathly slow. Okay. Okay, so right click, add the alpha channel. I don't want to get rid of his teeth here. Are you guys with me on that? So this is the one where you have white in here. You want to use your paint can, and you want to go get a color like pink, and you want to paint in here. And that should go pink, and then you color pick the pink, and you hit delete, and they're gone. File, export as Chaser. Let's go quarter 4, final project, and I'm going to call this guy Chaser. My computer is acting awful. Chaser.png, and that should convert it. All right, so then I come in here, I go down to my game, and I go to drawing and animation, I add another sprite, I rename that sprite ImageSprite Chaser, and I go to my image, and this guy is 64 by 64, so this guy is going to be the same, 64 by 64, and then I'll attempt to do chasing and screen scrolling. Are you guys with me on that? Okay. So let's go to my image, upload, choose a file, and then I'm going to have Smiley in here. This is going to be a little weird looking because that grin is just a little too big. But it's a sprite, and it works, and I don't care. It works for me. Okay, so there's the chaser, right? Okay, so we're going to go into blocks. And Josie, I thought about this the other day. So I'm going to create a bunch of variables. One called old x. Okay. And duplicate that. This is going to be my old y. Um, um, current x, current y. That's where you are currently. Current y. And then I'm going to go one more pair. I'm going to go new x. And I'm going to go new y. So you're going to need 3 coordinate points to get this done. Who understands that? Okay, Josie probably does because she's done this already. So let's go get my move event. So here you go, right click. All right, so my guy's moving, right? So right here, what you're going to do is go ahead and do some setting. So set the old x and set the old y. Duplicate that. Set the old y to where you were. So that should just be this guy right here. So you were at this x and y coordinate point. Okay. So really, when you move, you're going to go ahead and set. You're going to go ahead and set your new x and your new y to be this right here. Okay. And this guy right here. Okay. And then you're going to move to wherever you're at. So we're going to go ahead and get. Okay. We're going to go ahead and get my variable of where I am right now. So my new x. I'm going to go to my new x. Okay. I'm going to go to my new x and to my new y. Are you with me on that? So when you move, you're increasing your x's and y. You're getting a different one, and then you're going to say, "Hey, go there," right? So now you can just tell your other sprite, right? And by the way, this guy needs to go to new x and new y also. And I did that wrong. Because that has to be a y. Okay. So this ball is going to move to that with it. And then what you want to do is you're going to come down here and you're going to tell my chaser to go to the old x. Are you with me? So I'm just going to say, okay, chaser, go to my old x. Okay. And then like this is what I was talking about. We could do a little random number generator in here. Okay. So we could do a little like add, subtract, a little adding, subtracting here. Okay. And let's just do like a little qualifier here, maybe like 1 to 5 pixels off, or 0 to 5 pixels off. Okay. And that way, if you ever get to like 0, 0, you're going to be right on where you were. Okay. So this is current Y. Okay. And then basically, what do I need to do? Guys, tell me real quick, what do I need to do with my move left? Or my move, yeah, my move. If this is moving right, what should I do to move left? How can I easily get this block to look like that block? Hello? That was a question. Hello? You guys don't have the board on, so maybe we ought to turn the board on. If I just did my right, what am I going to do to get my left to move exactly the opposite way? What have I taught you to do this year? Yeah, just duplicate, right? Just duplicate that block of code. I'm just going to delete all this, right? And all I'm going to do is duplicate this. Oops. I don't need a comment. I'm just going to duplicate this, right? Drag that over here. Okay. Make this left. And and this guy goes to a negative sign. Okay. And now Josie wanted to drag hers, so I'm going to do a drag event. So let's come down here and do ImageSprite player drag. And you could basically do all this stuff too. Okay. So you could copy and paste this. And those should work like what I just did. Okay. Get rid of that guy. Okay, so that now you're going to have some guy following you. You with me? Wherever you go, it's going to be following you. Or I can even show you the shorter version in here in the drag event. This would even be simpler. You don't even really need all these variables. So when you move your sprite, this player sprite goes to current X, right? And this is similar to what we were doing before, right? And this guy goes to current X also. Because these two have to follow each other identically. Okay. So this is what Josie was saying. This is the easy way of doing it. All right. And then this guy goes to the previous X. So previous X, previous Y. And then we put in this little random generator in there to make it not be so perfectly right exactly behind you. Because the computer's going to go perfectly, and you're never, ever going to escape that dog that's chasing you. Okay, because it's too perfect. Well, you guys got to think about that. When you're playing the game of Pong and you have one automated, you don't want to make that handle so perfectly that it perfectly follows the ball and you never get by the computer. Are you with me? So what we have to do there is incorporate some, I don't know, I call it like artificial intelligence that messes up. I call like fudging. Are you guys with me on that? Fudging, where you want to fudge it a little bit so that it's not so perfect, or you're going to play against the computer and the computer's never, ever going to miss. Does that make sense? And that would not be a cool game if you could never get the ball by the computer. So what we have to do is we have to build in some like errors so it goes to where you can get by it. Yeah. So what I would do is maybe something like Sprite Smash where you're trying to get it, right? If not, you're getting into like automated where you're going to have the computer move something around the screen, and that's pretty. That is not. Hey, let's go take my first coding class and do that. That's fourth year stuff. Now you're getting into artificial intelligence, and that's some serious stuff. I will tell you this: all you got to do is run a clock, run a separate clock that runs that player, and that's kind of what we did in Sprite Smash. Are you with me? We ran a clock that moved all these sprites to random different locations, and that's what you could simply do right now. Have this guy where you're dragging around the screen, and then have the other one being moved by the timer randomly all over the place. Now, how do you get it to move like smoothly? That's pretty tough because you have to control. You have to control the array. But my first thought is put in a timer, and instead of having it jump to different places like we did in Sprite Smash, put in that move command and have it move plus or minus, right? Plus or minus positive and negative x's. And then we'd have to play with that and figure it out. You know what I mean? I can do a video on that if you want. Okay, maybe tomorrow I'll do a video on that. I have to think about it. Let me think about it. This guy right here should be my move chaser. This guy should be move chaser, and this guy should be move chaser. All right, so that's that. All right, so now, okay, so yeah. What? Yeah, I can print this off too.